So for InfoEdge, there were two rounds basically. One was written and the other one was interview, which was again divided into two parts, that is HR and technical. And only CP and IT were allowed for it. And first was online multiple choice test, and in which all type of subjects were included. Technical was there like around 20% and 80% was aptitude. All the technical subjects were there: OS, database, networking, all of them. Then next day there was a interview round, in which first was the technical round. They asked me, first tell me about yourself. Then the next question was, they asked me the differences between C and C++, to which I answered some basic 3 to 4 points, and then I briefed them. Then they asked me about polymorphism, to which I answered first the basic software or coding differences, and then I included hardware implementation, because of which I think that was a plus point. So they were really impressed because that is not a very common answer. Then next they asked me to write a Fibonacci series code in both ways, recursively and non-recursively, and then they left the room, so I had plenty of time. So then he came back and my code was correct, so he qualified me to the next round. Then the HR person came, and then the HR round started, and in that he asked me again. The first question was, tell me about yourself. So I answered the same thing. Then he asked me to brief a little bit about internet, because InfoEgde was all about internet, so wanted to know what I think about it. They asked me particularly, what do you think is the future of internet? To which I answered that basically I think in future servers would be removed, and there would be a direct client-to-client connection. And I talked like for 2 minutes about it. He was really impressed. Then next he asked, tell me about mobile phones. What do you think about it? If you have to say like 2 minutes on that. So in that I started from the past and till today, what is going on and what would be the future. So I included the features of it and our dependency on the mobile phones. And I told them that all the features that we do on a laptop, they are now transferred into the mobile phones, and all internet features, everything is there on mobile phones. So then he was doing a little bit of chit chat, like what do you think about the ranking system of the institutes, and should a person be judged by that, then how is your day, and normal, that type of questions. So finally they selected 3 students at the end, and some useful tips from my side would be that focus on hardware implementation also, like how the compiler works, because basically people just skip that, and that was a plus point, so they were really impressed by that. So and they were focusing on the spot thinking also, so that is what was main.